Hello, good morning, you guys, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I know that you all are more than likely up cooking. Okay, I've actually been up real early, and I'm getting ready to get back out because I have some more things that I got to do. Believe it or not, stores are going to be open for a limited time this morning, but so I need to get out and do a few little things. But I wanted to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving, and I wanted to talk about Jamarcus Johnson. Okay, I know we have not talked much about that, and since he was given probation, right? There have been a lot of talk about rather he got off too easily. Just a lot of different emotions as it relates to that. Me personally, I feel like what the judge gave him, which was probation, was sufficient. Okay. I figured that he would not really get any time, although he was looking at quite a bit of time because I think he had three counts of accessory after the fact, which carried up to 2 years. I think he had three or four counts or something like that. It had carried up to 2 or 3 years, which means he could have been looking at 6 or 9 years in prison because she could have sentenced him to the max on each charge. But instead, she had chosen to give him probation. Okay, for 6 years. Right, it's for 6 years. So that means each charge carried 2 years, the max, and she's giving him 6 years probation with 2 years already served, right? Which, I think about Jamarcus didn't he was not a part of the planning. He did not participate in the beginning nor the middle, and he really did not participate in the end, really either, right? He lied for his brother, and I don't think that should have carried a lot of jail time. Definitely not 6 years. Think about that's his brother. um, Trying to be loyal to his brother, even though they're half brothers. His brother actually brought him his SUV. He knew Jamarcus was trying to get back and forwards to work, and he wanted to hide it, right? Jamarcus needing a vehicle. Okay. Um, I don't believe his brother I don't believe his brother divulged the information, told him why at that time. I'm sure he knew something was fishy when his brother said to him, lie to my probation officer. Of course, I'm pretty sure he knew that something was fishy, but I don't think he wanted any parts or would have played a part in any of this situation, what had happened to young Dolph, right? So, you hear a lot of people say, but how could he have done that to his brother? Hey, get over here. How could he have done that to his brother? But here's the thing about that. Jamarcus has full custody of his child. Is he supposed to? His brother brought him into a situation that he didn't ask to be in, right? Um, and when Jamarcus was looking at all of that time before his charges were ever even dropped, I guess, we're all different. That would have been an opportunity for me to say, listen, my sister, my brother has not done anything. Even if I didn't want to tell on anybody else, I would say, listen, I'll tell on myself. I'll tell my brother's part. He didn't do nothing. Just let my brother go because this is my fault. But instead, I hear people screaming and hollering on every roof that he should not have told on his brother. He should have went and just did the time, as if his brother is supposed to be more important than his own child. So that means Jamarcus would have had to go and be taken away from his child and serve this time for something that he did not play a part in, right? Now, I know I heard some people say, and I saw it myself, he was talking slick after that happened. He was up under, I'm sure he was frustrated. People was talking about him after he got on the stand. He was more than likely being threatened. And so he made those comments about young Dolph. And it was just because, I believe, because of his frustration uh of having to sit there. It was different when he was on the stand with Judge Coffee. His brother was not in there, but having to sit there and look at watch his brother look at him as he basically, testified on the stand. So I'm sure that had an effect on him. Because it's different when the person is looking at you, right? So I'm sure that's where all of that frustration came from. Even though it was not right what he said, I'm thinking that's where all that frustration came from. And so he put that on his social media. I guess he wanted to let people know I'm not rocking for. I think it was because he was scared to the threats and all of that. I'm not rocking with Young Dolph. This and that. Basically saying without saying, I just did what I had to do. I'm still, it's not one way or the other as it relates to that. So it was like right after he had gotten off of the stand, you could tell that when he was up on the stand, he really hated to do it. You could tell that he hated to do it. I think, he had, when he was trying to get out of it, he kind of downplayed his relationship to the prosecutors. But when he got on the stand, and when Hagerman asked him if, they weren't really close, and he was like, yeah, we have been close. We have been close. I don't think he wanted to downplay it with his brother looking at him. But no, I don't feel like Jamarcus should have had to really serve any more time, right? Because he had already been in jail for a year for being accessory after the fact. So he had basically served his time. I think 6 years probation is sufficient. I do. I think he did the right thing, in telling. What I'm surprised at is his brother then stepped forward uh to to tell it for him. So hey, I guess people are different. I think people are kind of twisted now, because you hear folks say all the time, they feel like even if you didn't play a part in something, they want you to go down with them and do the time with them. That's kind of weird. I remember a time, if um especially the older sibling was involved in something, and they knew that they had brought the younger sibling in it, they would say, give me the charges, let my sibling go, let my sister go, let my brother go. I'll take all the out. It's me, everything is on me, they did nothing. Okay, but now it's not like that. Everybody, if you suffer, if they suffer, they want you to suffer too. Even if you had nothing really to do with it, you was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Regardless of what you got to lose, now people are putting snitching comes, not snitching comes before their children. It's held as at a higher hierarchy than these people kids. Okay, these dudes are putting that first. Yeah, but dude, you need to be out your child. Yeah, but I can't be known as a snitch. Yeah, but you need to speak up and let it be known that you're in. I'm keeping my mouth closed. Yeah, but your kids ain't got nobody. Yeah, but I can't be known as. I just got to go away for 20 years. Yeah, but your kids, they ain't gonna have nobody. Yeah, but I got to keep it real. Y'all, it don't make sense, but that's exactly what's going on. Right. I don't know if they realize they sound like a bunch of damn fools. And this is why a lot of these people, their children are growing up hurt, angry, all of that. If you can put what the hood thinks of you before you put what your children think of you, and the um and your kids' livelihood, right? The kids need you to be out with, to be out to help to raise them in the right way. Some of these kids don't even have a mother, their mother may be not be in their life like that because they tied up on some type of narcotic. So if they're left with nobody, and these people are putting other things before they put their own children, right? So Jamarcus has full custody of his toddler, of his young child. So hey, I think he did the right thing. I feel like Straight Drop was the one that was wrong, because he did not help to exonerate his brother. Okay, he did not help to do that. So as far as letting it be known that he He did nothing. He was not a part of it. Maybe he did, but I don't think he did. Okay, we didn't hear him because he didn't take the stand, so we don't know. But hey, I don't think that Jamarcus got off too easy. I think that what the Judge Jennifer gave him was sufficient. I think it was absolutely sufficient for the part that he had played. But I know we had not talked about that. As time started to dwindle down as it relates to this, you know, um, hey, I look at Mia J, and it seems like to me, she still loves her fiance a lot. She's still trying to pick up the pieces and keep her children in a healthy place, in a healthy state of mind, just as she's trying to do for herself. But I see she's starting to move on. She's starting to, I think that she's very happy. I didn't hear her say, because when she's upset about something, she definitely is going to let it be known when she does not appreciate something. So, with this Jamarcus situation, I don't think that, she was upset about what they did as far as giving him probation, because he did not play a part in the planning. He did not play a part in the middle, in the beginning, in the middle, and he really didn't play a part in the ending, right? He just lied for his brother. Okay, so I think it was sufficient. I hope Jamarcus goes on and learns a lesson and take care of his child, right? Take care of his child, stay out of trouble, and the judge is giving him the opportunity to do just that, right? um I hope he understands the part, and I'm sure he does, the hurt, you know um that was caused, the hurt that was caused when what his brother and them did to Young Dolph, the hurt that it caused to Young Dolph's family, um, especially what he's had to go through. Because if you look at him, you see, he's sitting in court and stuff like that. He's gonna have to always look over his shoulder, and then he does not look happy. Anybody else would have seemed relieved. When the judge gave him 6 years of probation, but you look at him, you could tell he seems like he's depressed to me. He just seems unhappy. And I'm sure, especially with the case being as big as it is, I'm sure he would be unhappy because he don't really know what's going to happen, because people are crazy. They don't want to hear that this man didn't want to go do all those years, because he first of all, he didn't play a part in it, so he shouldn't have to. And then he has a child that he has to tell the truth so that he could be out to raise the child that he has full custody of, because a lot of these people don't give a damn about themselves or their children. They only care about a look, and they don't understand yet that nobody gives a damn about you. You know what I mean? So um they don't understand that, because a lot of them turn their backs on their own children. So anyways, I think that it was sufficient. I do. I think it was sufficient. And I hope, hey, like I said, I hope that he stays on out of trouble. But anyways, you guys, I kind of want to talk about that. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.